Right. So, what is your name? Give yourself your name and where you came from and why are you doing this type of music? Tell me the whole spiel.
Well, my name's Macadoja. The Thamannyacsac is kind of an add-on. I used to have that name back in the day, and I'm still rapping, going to school and shit, and so on and so on. But growing up was kind of hard, man. I was in the early '90s. It was real strict. It was real poverty stricken in the area that I was from, East San Diego.
San Diego.
Most people call it, most people just call it East Dago because East Dago was it was like pushed in the corner. You got Southeast, you got West Coast, and then you got East Dago. It's like pushed way in the corner on the eastern side, though.
Shit, man. I got a few people that live over there. Well, they used to live here, but now, because I used to work with them back in my old ass garbage ass job.
Right.
Shouts out to AJ and Perla, man. They're like a couple over there and shit. But they used to work with me here back in the day. So shouts out to them, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So tell me about what's the San Diego lifestyle. You already said half away, but what is the lifestyle over there? What do you do? What is your establishment up there?
Well, it's mostly a tourist city, man. So, like, at the moment, all you see is just everybody having fun, bro. Summer's about to hit. It's kind of already here the way it's feeling, I'm pretty sure it's here by now. It's hot than a motherfucker.
Like me, like up in this bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like every fucking day, even at night.
Around and shit, man, motherfuckers. You might see a couple Lolos riding down the street one time and shit. Word, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers barbecuing and shit. It's really chill though, but motherfuckers been getting killed over here lately though. 2 people died recently. I think a couple of days ago, somebody had died down the street from me on Home Avenue, and then somebody else had died a little bit more down away from me with 51st and shit. Somebody had died right there.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if you've seen it on the news or not.
No, I mean, I don't know too much about San Diego. I've been in San Diego twice. All I can tell you is the environment is beautiful. Latinas off the ass, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. When I say off the ass, they're off the ass, you know what I'm saying? All I see is ass Latinas, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the food over there is amazing, bro.
Oh, my God, the taco shops.
Yeah, the taco shops, they go down on the motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, man, motherfuckers! People come to San Diego just for the taco shops.
Exactly, man. You guys, when it comes to the Mexican food in San Diego, man, let me tell you, man, that shit. I got fat, man. I probably gained 5 goddamn pounds and shit. You're going up in that bitch. You know what I mean? So it's a cool environment, but I don't know too much about the crime rate, man. So that's some sad situation. You know what I mean? We have. Here in Vegas, we have a lot of crime rate going on. It's not the most dangerous city, but at the same time, it can be, just depending on your stomping ground. For example, here in North Las Vegas, bro, we call it Northtown or Nutty North. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of motherfuckers, they deal with a lot of poverty. You know what I mean? This is like the poverty central here in where I'm from, North Las Vegas. It's hard to say it because I live in this area, you know what I mean? I ain't poor or nothing, but the environment where I live at is all poverty. It's all homelessness. There's tents all up in the ass. Right next to it, there's a cemetery. So the bums are looking forward to the cemetery. That's how fucked up it is, you know what I mean? And then there's A&A meetings and shit. You know what I mean? And there's a high school right there. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. It
ain't meetings in the fucking cemetery?
No, not in the cemetery, but it's right next to it. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell all my Vegas people. How the fuck you gonna tell me that there's not a place like that where there is a Salvation Army, a A&A meeting, a cemetery, a high school, and a neighborhood all in one gumbo? What the fuck? That's how it is, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to Four Master, because that's where all the homeless be chopping it up. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Right.
But back to you, bro. Like, how did you start doing the music? Like, your music is very diverse, man. I like how you deliver your beats. I love how you do your rapping and shit. But the way I originally got introduced was by Deathmade. Deathmade is my boy from Santa Rosa, 707.
Santa Rosa.
Yeah, hell yeah. But he told me about you, and he was telling me, hey, man, you gotta listen to this dude. His name is Macadoja. At first, he was talking about, there was another artist by the name of Doja, but I don't know too much about that guy. But I knew about you, so he was telling me, hey, go look him up. You know what I mean? Like, look him up, see what he's about, because he does the same shit that we do. I'm like, all right, let me go check him out. So I checked you out, and I was like, all right, I gotta see if I can get my hands on you on the social media. You know, so when I saw you were all over the place, bro. You were promoting the shit out of your music. And the thing I like about you is that you promote consistently. Like, you do that shit all the time. Like, every hour you have to at least promote one thing about yourself. So I like that, man. You're networking with the crowd, especially social media, man. Your ass is gonna spread in the next year or so. You know what I mean? Just continue to do your thing, you know. But tell me why? What was the motivation behind that?
You know, really, the point of my life where I had to fucking make a choice, man. Either I was gonna keep going the route that I was going, or I'm just gonna step hard and start fucking working on this music and quit bullshitting myself. Because I've been making music all my life, bro. So it's like I'm destined to blow it at any second, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, I think that's what keeps me motivated though, to always come back to that fork.
Right. Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say, bro?
Yeah, of course, man. I understand what you're saying, man. And that's the real shit, because the way you promote your shit, it's like you're making people understand who you are. You know, you're getting that attention that a lot of people don't do constantly. You know, me personally, right. I never had that consistency in my heart, but I do love my music. I do love my craft. You know what I mean? So I'm learning something about you, the consistency, because there's a lot of other artists, that is in my town and other places around the world that they do this consistency. You know, consistency of promoting the music on social media, especially Facebook or Instagram. You know what I mean? Oh man, Instagram, they going off the chain with that shit. You know what I mean? So like, I like the fact that a lot of people like yourself and a lot of my personal homeboys that do that shit on the music game, that they do this consistency. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning a lot from you guys. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. Now, why did you started doing this music at an early age, and what was your early influences? Like, what was your specific favorite artist that got you into this shit?
When I was younger, I used to listen to artists like I used to listen to X-Rated, Brother Lynch. I was on the X-Clan for a little bit.
X-Clan? For real? That's tight.
Yeah. Another one of the first artists that I've ever heard in my life that introduced me to the genre of hip hop is Paperboy.
Paperboy, okay. Now that's something new, man. I never heard that before. Hey, Paperboy is the one that did Do the Diddy, right?
Right.
Woo! That's some dope shit, bro. That's what's up. And why that song in particular?
You know what? At the age that I heard that song, I was so young, I can't really put my finger on it. But that was the actual song that I actually, start bobbing my head. Like, from this point on, this is the type of music that I like.
Damn, that's tight, bro. Hey, can I tell you something about me, man? When I first heard, my first rap song that I got involved with to rap music,
Which one is that?
Oh, bro, and I did it like I was very young. I was like at least like, okay, this is like 94, 95. I was like at least 5 to 6 years old at the time, and it was two songs. Two songs stood out, and I always put this out on my social media at times. You know, when I want to burst out a conversation with my fellow Facebookers. It was For the Love of Money from Bone Thugs and Harmony and Dear Mama from Tupac. And the reason why those two songs, the reason why, for the first of the month. But those, the first two that I stood out, that I told you, that I mentioned, those stood out in my environment when I was a kid, because it was so smoothing. You know, it was like it had an R&B feel. Most of the rap music at that time was very thorough, more rough and rugged. You know, they were just spitting. You know what I mean? Which, hey, that's the best shit. You know what I mean? That's the best shit. They got to do that. That's what they are. But at that time, you know, Snoop Dogg came out in '93, and he brought up a whole new game to that shit. The whole flowing style and singing in a way. Not singing, he never sings.
It's not singing, but it's like slow, but still.
Yeah, he brought that G-Funk, basically. You know what I mean? The G-Funk sound. Yeah, you gotta understand, though, that Above the Law brought that shit. You know, they started that shit. But Snoop Dogg made it more mainstream alongside Warren G and Nate Dogg, you know what I mean? Those are the three factors of that shit. But my first take of that smooth G-Funk sound, that like that mellow shit with the gangster shit, it was definitely Tupac's Dear Mama and Bone Thugs and Harmony, For the Love of Money. That shit, bro, when I first heard those two songs, I was very young, bro. I was at least, like 6 years old at least. And I was like, man, this is something that I love, you know, and I couldn't stop hearing it. And I remember the box, you know, the box, that channel. It was channel 31, if I can remember. I didn't have no cable at this time. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're talking about the old school cable box with the red numbers?
I think so. But, I mean, I'm going way the fuck back. You know what I mean? So you can bear with me on this. You know what I mean? Like you have to order a song. You have to call the number and order a song or request a song, and they'll put it up for you on the television screen. And I remember it was channel 31. If you know, don't bash me on the comments, but I think it was channel. Yeah, I think it was channel 31 where I used to see those music videos. And the first two ones that stood out every time was Dear Mama and For the Love of Money. For the Love of Money was my ultimate favorite. You know what I mean? I was tripping the fuck out, you know.
That song make you want to go rob somebody.
Exactly. For the love of money, like you want to beat the fuck out of somebody. Let me say, what does Busy Bone saying shit?
Fuck.
Oh man, his verse is
I remember the part.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Yeah. So like,
I remember.
But what's it called? My question to you is, what was your early stages of like your first reminiscing, like at least 5 years old? Like, what was your first reminiscing of hip hop music? Your first image or your first listening to rap music? Hello? Yeah, Doja. What's up?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. So you heard my question, right?
Yeah.
So what was your early stages of when you were young, you know, like at least like 5 to 6 years old? What was your early stages of like a rap music or a rap music video, what you saw on the TV screen?
I think it was when I first heard Tupac Me Against the World.
Me Against the World. Well, that's the album, but which song in particular?
I was saying it ain't easy. It ain't easy to be me. See the penitentiary, or will I stay free?
Oh, okay. So that was your first listening. Okay. That's what's up, man. That's one of my favorite songs too, because you know it talks about female and shit. You know what I mean? And there's the other one called Old School.
Yeah, what can I say? Yeah, that whole album.
Yeah, that whole album,
phenomenal, man.
Yeah, Death Around the Corner, Outlaw, Outlaw, Outlaw. Man, that whole album, that's like my personal favorite from Tupac. Yeah. I think that was better, and you know, people might like criticize that shit, but that's my personal favorite album from Tupac. Besides Thug Life Volume 1, but Me Against the World, his solo album, that's my personal favorite from Tupac, man. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So like, what else you can tell me about yourself, man? What you been up to with this music? What's your latest work?
Really, man, my latest work right now, I'm working on my second studio album. It's called Too Much Dope. It should be dropping
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
I know it's going in and out, man. I might
No, but go ahead. Go ahead. What's your latest album?
Yeah, my latest project is my second studio album. It's called Too Much Dope. I'm working with a couple of collaborations on there with Cocaine, another artist out of the Bay Area named Ronnie Hood.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a couple of more artists on there. As of now, I'm just venturing off into the dancing scene. I'm starting to take up dancing a little bit.
Like dancing in what way?
You know, just freestyling and pop locking.
Okay.
I mostly do pop locking, and now I just probably freestyle, go out somewhere with my girl, and probably do a little bit of salsa or something. But pop locking is definitely something I want to take up.
For sure, man. And hey, man, you gotta choreograph that shit, man, for me. If you ever do that shit, you gotta send me some links and shit, because that shit I'm looking forward to. Cause me personally, bro, I love that pop locking videos. I also like up in Memphis the Get Buck, the Gangster Walk, or the Jukin type of dancing. Man, them motherfuckers get down, bro, and I love that type of dancing atmosphere, man. If you ever do these type of choreographs, man, you gotta let me know, man. That's some real shit. Now, I'm gonna end this with this one message, you know what I mean? Macadoja, man, AKA, you know what I mean? Like, this guy needs to come out, you know what I mean? From San Diego. Look him up. Macadoja. That's one word. Look him up on YouTube. The Maniac Sac, a.k.a. the Maniac Sac, you know what I mean? But that's all one word as well, but you can't probably spell it. Yeah, you probably can't spell him to spell his name properly.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta just put Macadoja, that's it. The Maniac Sac, you can see that later, but look him up on YouTube, go see all his music, all his production, because he's mostly known for the production. He's probably breaking out right now on the phone, but that's no biggie, you know what I mean? But I'm promoting his shit because this nigga is real shit. Some real gangster shit. You gotta listen to his music, you know. I actually purchased one of his songs recently, and he featured Definite on it. You can look it up for yourselves. But Macadoja, that is Macadoja. Macadoja, one word. You don't have to space that shit. Look him up, alright? Alright, this is Old School Danny B, and you're now witnessing the Underworld's Underground, straight from YouTube.
Macadoja Thamannyacsac is in the house tonight. Scheme Dale South is in the house tonight. Sick Joker is in the house tonight. And we gon' give you nothing but them G-Funk vibes. Rolling down the boulevard as the sunshine. Know I'm rolling up this weed cause I like to get high. And we gon' get it crackin' in the house tonight. Give you nothing but them G-Funk vibes. Rolling down the boulevard in the sunshine. You know I'm rolling up this weed cause I like to get high. And we gon' get it crackin' in the house tonight. It's West Side, Southern California, 619. The bottom of the state where Macadoja bust rhymes. You know I get mine, all my homies like to grind. Posted under the palm tree, sipping fine wine. Smoking on some Cali cause it's time to unwind. The ladies coming through, you know it's about to get live. Welcome to the function, this is every weekend. A bottle of some liquor just to sip into my day. And I like to get faded, but only on occasions. Killer Cali bomb, you know I'm never gonna stop blazing. Backyard boogie, yeah, we gon' turn it out. And we won't stop digging till the police shut us down. Bitches shaking booty now, I can see clearly. Pass me the blunt and turn it up so you can hear me. Just kicking back, trying to have a good time. And you know it's Macadoja in the house tonight. It's West Side. We gon' give you nothing but them G-Funk vibes. Rolling down the boulevard in the sunshine. Know I'm rolling up this weed cause I like to get high. And we gon' get it crackin' in the house tonight. Give you nothing but them G-Funk vibes. Rolling down the boulevard in the sunshine. Know I'm rolling up this weed cause I like to get high. And we gon' get it crackin' in the house tonight. It's West Side.